What's up? Today I want to talk about gut health. I'm still learning, so let's learn together. Um, First off, have y'all ever heard this people say or whatever say your gut is like your second brain? Like if you look at it, it kind of does look like a brain, right? The way like our intestines like kind of I'm going to put a picture up of it. But whatever is in your stomach affects your mood, how you feel, your energy levels. And something that was interesting to me today, I noticed. I'm just being, we being real. I'm just now today is Sunday, and I'm just now digesting something that I ate Thursday. So that means I could tell because, you got to look at your stool. That's what the doctors do. You got to look at your stool. So that was interesting to me because that's 2 whole days that something's just backed up in your stomach. So imagine if it was something not good, like dead meat. When you see dead animal carcass, it's always like flies, germs, bacteria, like it's nothing good around it. So imagine that's getting caked up in your stomach. I just thought about that. Sometimes meat starts decaying and molding by the time it even gets digested. So, what are solutions? Today I posted on my Facebook talking about fasting. I just started learning how to do that. I haven't done a dry fast before, but like a day liquid fast, just something that simple will make such a difference. You'd be surprised. You won't even know. Let's talk about we got 2 intestines, right? The big intestine, the small intestine. Sometimes things get caught up in the top intestine because we sit down and eat. If you go to a lot of different countries, you'll see like they have a lot of like in their public restaurants and facilities, they have like kind of like tall bar stools, like tall air, like where you kind of like you're standing up to eat, so that food can all the way go down. But imagine us, like, we're Americans, we're over here in the U.S. A lot of us overeat, we eat a lot, and we sit down when we're eating. Not, but sitting on the couch, so it makes our stomachs kind of even more scrunched up. The food can't get down there. That's why it's important to at least, exercise, walk or something. Like after you eat, you don't have to exercise, but just take like a quick, a slow walk. Go check the mailbox or something. Get that food, help it push down and get down to that lower intestine so it can digest. Because sometimes we feel hungry even though we're full because the food is stuck in the top intestine and it hasn't gone to the bottom to even digest yet. Man, it's crazy. So imagine if food just gets stuck in your gut. What's it going to start doing? You're going to start expanding, getting bigger because it's not going down, getting out all the way. So pay attention to what you eat. Even if you're eating lighter foods or, lessen your meat, drink water so you can help flush it down, like something. Because I'm starting to realize America is like known to be one of the most obese countries in the world, literally. And during a whole season where we was going through a crisis, I noticed the system was just building more fast food joints, tobacco shops. They wasn't even building nothing healthy. It's almost like it's an attack against us. Isn't that crazy? Let me go. I gotta go return something real quick. I'm gonna be right back.
September 18 is National Cheeseburger Day, and you can get burgers almost for free from McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. Wendy's is selling burgers for 1 cent, McDonald's 50 cents, and Burger King is for free with any purchase.
I'm back. All right, so pretty much my point is food has been used against us as a weapon. They don't never come out with no tasty 50-cent raw juice shakes. They don't never come out with no National Smoothie Day. They don't never come out with that. So my point is to y'all, don't be eating them 1-cent burgers at Wendy's tomorrow. Don't be goofy. Don't be goofy. No, I'm just playing. It's going to be people lined up around that building to get 1-cent cheeseburgers. I'm talking about National Burger Day. I never heard of that in my life. I was literally like just appalled. Like, how can they do? They just still doing this, man? That's crazy. Anyway, look at all this meat, this different type of meat they've been putting out. I think they testing to see how people gonna react to the meat before they really put it all the way on the market. That's my theory on what these 1-cent cheeseburgers they're coming out with are. So to those who really don't know, just use your discernment. Keep that in mind. Like nothing has ever been free in this country. A 1-cent cheeseburger. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm gonna go to Wendy's just to see the line tomorrow, and I'm gonna record. I'm gonna document what's going down because this is about to be interesting, y'all. Let's follow this. Let's for those who wanna, a lot of people just not gonna make a point blank. Period. The apocalypse is coming. A lot of people not gonna make it. The survivors are gonna have to build the new world. We gotta stick together, teach each other, respectfully agree to disagree, and let's just figure this thing out. We gotta do something different because this country going down. Have y'all heard of BRICC? I'm not gonna do too much talking on that. I don't really know what we can say these days, but all the economy's failing and all these other countries are coming together to like dog out America, y'all, pretty much. So we at least gotta start looking out for one another. If you know anything and you can explain it a little more articulately to me, leave it in the comments. Let's talk about health. Let's talk about, stuff to eat, to detox, to cleanse ourselves. Let's talk about it. That's all. That's all I wanted to say today. Be careful with what you put in your body. Everything in balance, everything in moderation. And don't be so cheap you feel like you gotta eat no 1-cent beef patty. Like you can't even buy a cattle for 1 cent. You mean to tell me if you got $1 you can go buy 100 cheeseburgers? Where they getting all the meat? Like you mean to tell, like, what if 3 people in line come and say I want 10 burgers? They gonna have that many burgers? It's probably that lab grown meat they got going on. I'm doing too much thinking. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. dDTv, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching.
What is it? We spoke with a California company who creates it.
So cultivated meat, put really simply, is real meat that is grown from animal cells.
These cells can come from a biopsy of a living animal, a fertilized egg, or a special bank of stored cells. Companies choose the cells most likely to reproduce quickly. Then, they're placed in tanks in a bath of cell food designed to give them everything they need to grow. Inside these bioreactors, the cell can change into types we normally eat, including those that make muscle, connective tissue, and fat. And the cells multiply over and over and over. After several days or weeks, the meat is removed from the tanks to be shaped into cutlets, hot dogs, nuggets, and sausages.
Now, today I found out something crazy about where this meat is actually coming from. You see, obviously these companies, when they're selling this lab-grown meat, they want to make it as fast as possible so they can sell as much as possible and profit as quickly as possible. Just like if you're selling fruits, you're selling vegetables, you don't want to plant a new tree every single day. You want to take a tree that has a lot of fruits or a lot of vegetables and use that one. So what they've found is there's a special type of cell called immortalized cells, which they actually kind of discovered after a woman called Henrietta Lacks, who had cervical cancer in the 1950s. They took some of those cervical cancer cells, put it in a petri dish, and then they wanted to see how long these cells would keep on replicating for. What they found was crazy. Literally today, these cells are still replicating. So what that means is literally over 70 plus years later, these cells are still replicating and going.
Would you eat this? This is lab-grown meat that is 3D printed into the shape of a steak. Scientists swear by it, but the controversial part is that not enough testing has been done on it to fully understand its long-term side effects. The meat itself is grown from real animal stem cells that were replicated in a process called culturing. So for all types of meat, from beef to even fish, has been 3D printed. Some are hailing this as the next great revolution that will solve all of the world's problems. But many are understandably skeptical. Growing meat in a lab would eliminate the need to raise and slaughter animals, which in turn lowers our carbon emissions and frees up a lot of land. This type of meat can also be produced on a massive scale and contribute to the end of world hunger. However, this technology is new and unproven. It takes decades of testing to fully understand the unseen side effects of lab-grown meat. And even if it is proven to be healthy, would people be willing to eat it?
What can you tell us about this fantastic new sandwich?
I'm glad you asked, Kent. We start with grade A beef, feed that to other cows, then kill them and serve the unholy results on a 7-grain bun. Burger squared!
That checks out. And now this lucky reporter will be the first human to sample this delicious crime against nature. Juicy, flavorful, with just a hint of...
Hey, that's my check cashing arm, you stupid!
They serving that real Wendy meat. They went back to their original sandwich. Don't eat that shit. 1 cent, they definitely on some, they clone Tyrone shit. They trying to really get us hooked on that. Shit, who wouldn't mind paying 1 cent for a burger? A whole fucking burger for 1 cent? I'm thinking, what's the catch? I had to really think about it. Like, yo, they had to put something in that shit. They definitely put some fentanyl in that shit. It's definitely got some fentanyl in that. Definitely got something in it. If it ain't fentanyl, it's human meat. It's human. That shit is human. I'm telling you, that got the actual Wendy in it.
No, I can't say goodbye. Bye.